Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to a very interesting and probably very long overdue episode of Sasquatch Speaks. For those of you who aren't aware, I don't know why you wouldn't be coming to this channel, but I am Sasquatch, otherwise known as Gavisas, and this is going to be a little bit of an update video. Again, I apologize to everyone in advance. Well, not in, well, I did apologize in advance, but apologize again for not having our regularly scheduled videos coming out either last Saturday or today. As I said, I did get very, very sick and was not able to record properly. I am getting considerably better. My voice sounds worlds better than it did on Saturday. And more importantly, the Thursday and Friday preceding, when I probably would have recorded had I been feeling better. I'm still not 100%. Still got a little bit of a tickle in the back of my throat, which may cause me to cough at some point during this, but hopefully it won't, and I will do my best to avoid that if at all possible. Anyway, thank you all. Thank you for the people who watched that video, who commented on it, asked me, well, wished me well, that I might get better quickly. Also, throwing this out here for Ronnie, really good to finally get to play with you, hunt some monsters. A lot of fun. Next time you come in, though, don't feel like you have to leave just because your friend who's lower HR turns up. I can speak for myself, and I'm pretty sure Kuya would agree with me. We don't mind helping out. It gives us a very, very nice change of pace from being carried all the time, because we're both very bad. So, yeah, if there's any time a chance we can get to help people out, we really like to do that. Within reason, of course. I mean, like, we want people to be, friendly and open and responsive and understanding and actually like communicate things, not just like walk into our room and just post random quests, which did happen last time we played. More than once, actually. Just walked in, post a quest, and it's like, hello, greetings. Greetings are a very important thing to do, especially in Monster Hunter. But that's probably all for another time. Anyway, I'm getting better. And getting back to making videos. Still have not recorded anything new. But we'll be doing that very shortly. With that in mind, Lost in Minecraft will continue. I'm actually just waiting on a few things from Kuya to come in to get those going. Anyway, anyone who hasn't been watching Lost in Minecraft, go check that out. Either on my channel, on Kuya's channel, both channels. That's probably preferable because very different things happen in every episode. There's a link to his channel in the description down below. And of course, you can just look around in my upload section to find Lost in Minecraft. It's a pretty fun series. Having a lot of fun with it. Not as much fun as I might have had if I had, actually survived past episode 5. But it's fun. I get to go around and cause trouble, which in some cases might be more fun. But sometimes it's a bit of a challenge to come up with something new to do. Anyway, so Lost in Minecraft is continuing. Beyond Good and Evil will be returning next week. Actually, not next week, this week, Saturday, I'll be having something out for that. The next episode, I forget what number we're at. But it will be on the title for that one. I can guarantee you that. Again, that's one of my favorite games, so I'm just really, really excited about playing it through again, but also like putting it up here on my channel. And I know some of the video quality is not the greatest. Technological limitations are what they are, and there's nothing we can really do about them until we make boatloads of money, which is actually something I'm going to get to here before I get to the end of this video. That being said, moving on to the next part. Well, not really the next part. There's also probably going to be another video coming out this week. It's actually already uploaded on my channel, and I could have launched it either on Saturday or today in place of this, but I kind of want to get some other things outside ready or in place before I go ahead and just jump into that. So hopefully that'll be out this week. Hopefully. People who are watching this, you know what you need to do in order to make that happen. Yes, I believe you. I trust in you. You can do it. Do it anyway. I'm sorry. Yeah, fun stuff. So, I'm sorry. I shouldn't make that heavy of a reference to it, but we're just gonna let it go. All right, dropping that. Moving along. I also have kind of an interesting thing to talk about here. I have been in search of, for several months, something I could do musically on my channel again. I had a lot of fun when I did Cut Red Christmas Carols. Didn't really... in the long run, I got a lot better response off that than I thought I would. not necessarily from my subscriber base because it's very small, but from a lot of people who just kind of like dropped in, watched a couple videos, and then left again. So it was actually very, very, very. I don't want to say productive, but it was a very well received thing that I did. So I've been kind of looking around, trying to find something I could do, and I'm a big fan of like old time crooners and stuff like so Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., the Rat Pack. I've gotten recently into like Louis Prima and some other folks like that. And I'm like, okay, well maybe I could throw something together from out of this, but it's like, then what do I actually put in there, and which songs do I do, and how much is enough? Do I just keep going indefinitely? Maybe I should do something else. I'm very, very confused on that. Up until a couple months ago, a friend of mine told me to go watch a cartoon series that came out in 2010 called Over the Garden Wall. And I watched it. It's only like 10-minute episodes. So people who wanted to go check that out, cartoonkiss.me has it on there. That's where I watched it. I'd really highly recommend just watching it in general. But it is also a semi-musical. Every episode has at least like one song that's unique to it. And it's fairly good music. There's a couple ones in there that are like, they're kind of hit or miss, but still pretty decent. And so I'm thinking about going and recording my covers of the music from Over the Garden Wall. Because that way it's nice and condensed. There's a defined beginning to it. There's a defined end to it. I know exactly how many videos I need to do. I'll have a much easier time discerning what I should and shouldn't be including and things like that. So that will be forthcoming probably not until another month or so, or maybe longer. It depends on certain other things, which I'll get into right now. So aside from all of this YouTube stuff, which is, very fun, very good, I think so anyway. You all may have a very different opinion, in which case, why are you here? I mean, this is probably not even the most remotely entertaining video you could be watching right now. I've seen a lot in the last couple of days. Would be much better. Anyway, laying that aside, I'm going to be going to Greenland at the end of August for a week. Those who are familiar with my channel know that I'm very heavily involved, or as heavily involved as I possibly can be, with foreign missions, with my church, all kinds of stuff like that. And so, as a furtherance of that, I'm going to be taking a missions trip to Greenland, like I said, at the end of August, beginning of September. In order to go on that, there's some preparation I need to do. I need to obviously earn a lot of money. Well, not even like, total trip is probably only like $5,000 or something like that. So it's not like a massive amount of money, but it's more than I was planning on spending at the beginning of the year. So I'm going to be focusing a little bit more in on my business, which will be good because then that will allow me to make the scads of money I referenced earlier, to actually replace and update all this technology. It's not like I shouldn't have been doing it anyway, but sometimes, and this is something I think I've referenced before, when you are just kind of making it well enough, it's very easy to just overlook the things that you just ought to be doing to improve. It's like, well, I don't really need this extra cash. It'd be nice if I had better technology, if I had a new computer, if I had this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, so basically what I'm saying is I'm lazy. And so I'm getting out of that lazy kick, and I'll be getting back into a much more regimented, much more productive working of my business, I would say it may, but it probably won't affect what I do on here all that much, because I only put in a couple hours every couple weeks into YouTube. I know all of you are just devastated and horrified to hear that I don't just spend every day, all day on here making my 2 videos a week, but it's really not. It's more of a hobby than anything else. So, glad everyone is enjoying what I have been putting out. But if you're looking for me to, go back to a daily video, it's probably not going to happen. I'll just be maintaining kind of the flow of what I've been going on to for the time being, and yeah, stuff like that. Occasionally I'll throw in something extra, like I said, the Over the Garden Wall songs. In time I may update it, but probably not for a long, long time. So don't hold your breath. I have had some people ask me to do some stuff. It's like, I don't really want to do that on YouTube. But we'll see. Especially, we'll see what happens most after I finish. I'm not sure which will be finished first, actually. Lost in Minecraft or Beyond Good and Evil. Probably Lost in Minecraft will be finished first, because, yeah, probably. I know Beyond Good and Evil is not the longest game in the world, but I'm sometimes a little bit slow in getting it done. So, yeah. Whichever one of those ends up first, I have a couple ideas on what I'm going to be doing next. If any of you have anything that you'd like to see within reason, I don't really have any sort of criteria for that other than like on the Wii U, because that's what I currently have capability to record. Or, I mean, actually going all the way back to the GameCube, Wii U, anything in there, I have the ability to record all of that. So, if you have a thought of something that you'd like to see, let me know. I may do it. I'm not sure. Like I said, everything's kind of really wide open right now in terms of making new content after what I'm doing. I'm going to obviously finish out Beyond Good and Evil and Lost in Minecraft, and then figure it out from there. Anyway, I think that's about it I have to say to this. Like I said, you guys aren't really all that much affected by me going to Greenland or what I'll be doing professionally, but it should be just something that you're going to be aware of. And who knows, if I do well enough professionally, well, not if, but when, because I'm really going to bear down on this. I'm not going to pussyfoot around anymore like I have been for quite some time. I'm really going to just focus in. And so once that is up and running, it will definitely affect at least my quality of video. I'm not going to say it's going to send out a lot more video, but it's going to affect the quality of my video quite a bit, hopefully in a very positive way. So with that, I thank you all for listening. I hope you have a good time. Oh, just real quick. Something I just want to throw out here. I don't know if you are or not on Twitter, but if you are, feel free to connect with me. I have my link to my Twitter down in the description below. It's a good place to get in contact with me if you just want to talk or whatever. It's also kind of the primary way that I tell people what I'm going to be doing. I also just throw out random stuff from time to time. If you're on Mitomo, or you're familiar with what Mitomo is, I post a lot of my pictures that I make on there to Twitter. So yeah, it's kind of a fun way to interact beyond YouTube, because I know YouTube is not something I do a whole lot of, but people who are very interested, you can go and check that out there. So with that, thank you all again for listening in. I hope you all have enjoyed. If you did enjoy, like, rating down below would be very much appreciated, though I totally understand if this is not one of those videos that you particularly cared for, because it's just me talking to myself. So yeah, and you may or may not have heard a cat noise in the background about 12 times in the course of the video. So that's another thing. Anyway, I hope to see you all next time, which would be this Saturday with Beyond Good and Evil, episode something or other. I don't quite know. I should have looked this up beforehand, but I didn't. So yeah, I'll see you all then. Goodbye.